The STV Radio Football Show is brought to you by C.R. Smith. C.R. Smith are Scotland's top-rated window and doors company on Trustpilot. They've fitted over 1 million windows and doors across Scotland, offering 0% interest-free credit for up to 5 years, and you'll pay nothing until 2027 at 3.9% APR representative search. C.R. Smith online for more, or head to crsmith.co.uk. Remember, C.R. Smith windows and doors are made in Scotland for Scottish weather. Now, it's time for the podcast.
The STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by C.R. Smith.
Hello and welcome to the STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by C.R. Smith. Thank you for joining us. I am one of your hosts, Ronnie Charters, joined by the lovely Ewen Cameron.
Hello there, Ronnie. How are you?
I'm very well. Yourself?
I'm very good. I'm glad there's nearly a week past since St Mirren beat Hearts, so my huffiness and anger isn't as bad as it was.
Petulance and stupidity, you mean? But okay, we'll get to that. And Callum Bell.
Hi, how are you?
You can't get the clicker to work. Tell people what it is.
There's like a countdown clock so that I know what time the edits are at.
Nobody cares, mate.
There's a button that says start, and I really struggle with it.
You can't just press a button, Yuan.
So Graham, one of the guys,
he's in charge, folks.
Nobody cares, mate.
So if Callum can press that button every Monday, we'll try and get you a podcast every single week. By God, I wish we had a podcast last Wednesday. Huh? I mean, the amount of people that were messaging me going, emergency pod, hearts get pumped.
You did get pumped.
Alas, a Monday it is, and a Monday we are here for. So, as ever, a new episode on all your streaming platforms, STV Player, YouTube, Amazon, the music place in Amazon, the music place in the Spotify.
The music place on the Spotify.
The Apple one as well.
The Apple one, aye.
And anywhere else that you think you'll get a podcast, you'll probably find you and I's face on it. Callum's face isn't on the thing. He's not bitter about it. Trust me.
Do you feel like your picture should be on the advert?
No, because at that time I had a moustache. I didn't deserve to have my face anywhere.
Very good. Do you want it on now? Because you feel like you look a lot...
I look fantastic. Are you kidding me?
Why did you have the moustache in the first place?
Cara liked it.
Cara liked it?
I guarantee you
Cara
she did.
loved it.
Do you know what I used to have?
Where's this gone?
No.
Handlebar moustache.
No. You know that little bit there?
A soul patch.
What's it called?
A soul patch.
I used to have that for like a year. Just that bit there. I'd shave everything else off and just have that tiny wee dark bit there.
For those listening, it's the bit under your bottom lip.
Aye. I look like a really creepy hypnotist. So I used to wear glasses and I'd have that wee bit there. And it wasn't a good look.
No,
I'm not suggesting that hypnotists all look creepy.
No, and I'm not suggesting you've got a good look now either. You said that, it wasn't a bad look then. And as ever, with all our social media, please leave your lovely comments, which people are doing. And also, we have to plug this. Ewan and I are on the radio on a Saturday, 2 till 6.
Oh, we are, aye.
Come and join us if you want even more of the STV Radio Football Show.
Is it any good, your show?
It blew up this week because we were talking about their favourite Bond films. And people get really angry with me because I said Goldfinger. No, I didn't. I said Goldeneye.
Goldeneye.
I said Goldeneye. Pierce Brosnan's first one.
Yeah.
With Sean Bean and all that. See, you can go and see.
We're high-fiving.
Oh, look at you.
High-fiving.
Last week you had to separate the two. You knew he's our best of buds because it's... I like Goldeneye. And if you have another favourite Bond film, comment underneath as well. But people have been commenting.
Yes, got a message here from Stephen. Amazing as usual. Funny how when the quiz starts, Ewan turns into, Ewan, say that again, Cameron. I'd like to get the question repeated every now and then just to make sure that I hear it properly. From Brad. Podcast unreal, keep them coming. From Preppy Princess, no better podcast, brilliant banter. Ewan, you are the man, and you better believe it, Preppy Princess, that I am the man. From M. Clegg, absolutely love the podcast. The banter is brilliant. From Callum, this is my go-to football show. Honest opinions, good laughs, and proper knowledge of the game. Well, mate, you clearly don't know much about the game because I'm not sure there's proper knowledge of the game on this podcast.
It also makes me feel quite uneasy that people are being nice, so I'll read out some of the worser ones as well.
Well, I was avoiding them today.
I know, I'll know. Well, to be fair, this isn't about you, this is about you and I, but I found it quite funny. Cammy.
Cammy.
Oh, I thought they were calling me that.
No.
That
God,
happens
no.
a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Without Ewan, spelt incorrectly, that podcast is hee-haw. The other two bangers are more like Ronald McDonald, and Callum's just a sore, bitter loser and a Dundonian.
I would say you're a sore, bitter loser.
Yes. And I'm also Dundonian.
And you're Dundonian.
So right on both counts.
Technically, he was correct.
Yeah.
I love this one from Willie. Timo Magnum. Is that why you got rid of the moustache? Because people were calling you Timo
that's
Magnum?
what it is, isn't it?
Do you know the honest reason is because I edit the podcast and the social media clips, so I've never looked at my face more than I have in the last 3 months. I just thought it looked awful.
Yeah.
With the moustache?
Yeah, I really did.
It says here, Timo Magnum has shaved off the tash. He will still be referred to as Timo Magnum.
Okay. Good
I
for you.
agree with you, Willie.
Again, I mean, it's not like Callum is a nice person, but for some reason you wound a lot of people up last week with the Scotland. The Rangers players playing for Scotland don't get booed.
Yeah.
that was like that went nuclear.
Yeah, and the
people
reason I
got
went
really
nuclear is
mad.
because he clearly doesn't listen, and he clearly is probably one of those fans that would boo a Rangers player when they come onto the pitch.
I would never boo a Scotland player because I'm not mental.
Well, Dougie W has some advice for you.
Go on.
This hemorrhoid Dundee United fan. Where's that? The very bottom one, page 2.
Oh, page 2.
This hemorrhoid Dundee United fan thinks Rangers players don't get booed by Scotland. Needs to give his head a shake. I go to every Scotland home game and it absolutely happens.
Dougie, I like to lie as well. Can I read one about you, Ronnie Charters? That's a bit of a
Oh no, can I
magnum
read this
opus?
out? Can I read this out? Because
Absolutely,
I
it's
am
very good.
raging at this. Yes. Yes. Do you know why?
Tell us.
5 minutes in, you need to bleep back.
I know,
Because
but
do you know
goodness
why?
me.
We get some amount of abuse on this podcast anyway, right? Just because we put ourselves out there and people are just dicks.
What?
But see when people come on and spread utter lies.
Lies.
He does that every
Lies.
week.
I know, but he gets paid for it.
Lies.
These people.
Are you saying this message is a
This
lie?
message, I was so it ruined. See, when you put this message into the group chat, it genuinely ruined my night. I was fuming at this.
Okay, read
because
it out.
this did not fucking happen. Great pod, guys. Great pod. Terrific banter. Laughing out loud at the Uncle Jimmy story. Can't remember that was. I don't care. I also had the unpleasant dealing with a member of your podcast, Mr. Charters.
Oh, bring it
I was
on.
at uni in Edinburgh working at a wine bar / restaurant in the West End of the city. And one Friday night during the busy festivities, a very intoxicated Charters, so I was Mr. Charters, I'm now just Charters, with some companions came in and asked for a table of 4. As we were so busy at the time, I informed him we were unfortunately full at the moment, but to come back later on, or I could give him a call. Mr. Charters then shamefully scoffed and asked, "Do you know who I am?" Whilst looking from left to right. At the time, sadly, I didn't. And when I informed him, he told me, "Ronnie Charters, STV, ? In a Ronnie Pickering-like manner, before finishing with his parting blow that this place is a shite hole anyway, let's go, guys." I genuinely don't hold it against him. And if you had a few, and I find the podcast, and I find him on the podcast, brilliant. If he ever fancies a coffee in Edinburgh, I'll make room for you guys. And this place isn't a hole. I'll keep up the good work, guys.
Where does he work?
He works in a barista in Edinburgh now. Because
barista in
his
Edinburgh.
handle is Edinburgh Barista.
Okay.
Now,
Um,
can I just say really quickly, I showed that comment to one of your close friends, Andrew, who we work with, and he said, genuinely went, "Oh, I think I remember
No,
that night."
no, I'm not having. I genuinely am not having that.
Have you
I
ever?
I'm being
wait,
serious.
I'm going, no.
Yeah.
He's wound up. I can see he's wound up.
I
But
hate that.
I'm going to ask you a question. Have you ever used your position in the media while trying to get a table?
Never.
Have you ever used your position in the media to get yourself through a door in a pub or a club?
Never needed to. No.
Well, because you're already recognised.
No, because if I don't get a table in a place, I'll just leave. I am so f***ing angry at this. I will never. That is the most blood-curdling, like, awful thing people
You've
do.
never said, "I'm Ronnie Charters from STV Sport."
Never.
Okay.
If people even like, I was at a funeral on Thursday night and someone recognised me, and I didn't even have the gall because they says, "Son, I know your face. Where do I know your face from?" And I even hate going, "Well, do you watch the telly?" Like, I don't like. I just go, "I don't know, pal. Sorry." I hate it.
So
Hate it.
even somebody says to you, "Oh, you look familiar to me," you don't say.
I don't say I work in the telly. No,
What do
I
you
think
know?
that's the most. I think that's quite embarrassing. Because then what if they go like, "Oh, I don't watch STV, don't know that." Do you know what I mean? Oh my God! So
It's not as embarrassing as you saying to that boy, "Don't you know who I am?" That's worse.
that is horrendously worse, and I can tell you right now. I've had many a drunken night.
Yes,
I
yeah.
have never embarrassed myself to that. Well, I have, but I've never done that. That is awful. So, do you know what? See, if you want to come on, please come on. You can tell me the bar, you can tell me the date, and I will disprove your theory.
Okay, and are we taking him up on the offer to go and have a coffee?
No.
There's another bleep.
Sorry.
That's all right. That's 3 so far. We're doing well. 3 in 8 minutes.
None
But
of
no,
them for me.
genuinely.
None of them for
Just go
me.
and do one for the sake of it.
Nah.
Genuinely, people have been absolutely lovely on this week, so we must have done something right.
Yeah, thank you so much for all your messages. We do read them all. We,
Yeah, Callum
we
does.
literally do read them all, even the bad ones, and we do get a lot of bad ones.
We send a lot into our group chat that we can't show in here that
No.
makes it a bit is really
Really
it's
funny.
quite funny.
It's all about the banter at the end of the days.
It is all about
you,
fun.
you do get, I would say, a 1 or 2 that take it over the line, but those are crackpots, and we ignore them.
No, exactly. And I think calling someone a hemorrhoid is just about fun, innit?
Well,
That's on the line.
It's no fun when it's true.
Yeah, they are uncomfortable.
Okay. How was your weekend?
Oh,
I need to know. See, if you were listening on the STV Radio Football Show, on the airwaves on STV Radio from 2 to 6, you will know this happened. Ewan, take it away.
I met my 16-year-old's girlfriend for the first time.
Wait.
She came into the house.
Oh, sorry. Your
She met her
16-year-old.
16-year-old son's girlfriend.
I've got a 16-year-old son whose girlfriend popped round to the house to meet the family for the first time on Saturday. Now, I can only imagine how she was feeling throughout the day, coming to meet us.
And a celeb.
Nah, I'm not. I'm like Ronnie. I'm not that person.
Did he open the door and go, do you know who I am? How was it?
I did ask if she listened.
I hope not.
She went, no, but my mum does.
Yes.
She's lovely.
Is she?
She's lovely. She's absolutely, because I'll be honest, with my son Liam, his first couple of girlfriends I wasn't particularly sure of, didn't particularly like, and I turned out to be correct there. But Josh, my 16-year-old's first girlfriend, couldn't meet a lovelier lass. So happy, and they're so lovely together. It's great. It was just, it was lovely.
It's a weird... Because obviously you and I have never experienced. That must be a weird thing.
It is. It's weird because it only feels like yesterday I was holding him and feeding him a bottle. Tracy's
He was 14.
Make it in for school, wee man.
so the thing that Teresa did, we've got 3 kids, and Teresa breastfed all the kids, and Josh was the only one that when Teresa would express milk would drink from the bottle, but Liam and Ryan never ever would take from the bottle. So I never really got to feed the boys.
So he's not your favourite, but he's the one that you feel a wee bit more
Closer
attached to.
You know what I mean by that?
Yeah,
Because
totally.
I'd feed them and sit up through the night with them, etc., etc. Whereas the other 2 were like, nah, I want mum, I want mum, I want mum. Didn't they want the bottle, would spit the bottle out. No matter what you did. There's this thing, and you'll know this if you're a parent, when you're breastfeeding. So what you would do is that Ryan would be breastfeeding, right? And then what you'd do is, while they're kind of like closing their eyes, you would slip them away from my wife's breast and then put the bottle straight in, and instantly they knew the difference.
Really?
Know the difference instantly, and they're like spitting it out, and they just didn't like it at all. So for the first 2 kids, I got plenty of sleep. Because I didn't need to get up.
And did you tell that story on when she came round?
Yes, we did tell that
Of
story.
course, you
on the
need
way
an
round.
embarrassing story.
Yeah.
for
Oh,
your
of
son,
course you
don't
do. Yeah. My son was embarrassed. So yeah, it was lovely meeting the girlfriend, Chanel. Hello, Chanel, if you happen to be listening to this, and to the mum and the dad as well, who Josh loves the mum and the dad. So it would appear as though the families will be getting together at some point.
What team does the Chanel's family support?
I didn't even ask that question.
Wow.
joking.
You must have been enamoured by her.
I genuinely didn't even ask the
Is
question.
she from Falkirk?
No, she lives in Glenrothes.
See,
I mean, that could be. I mean, it
Methil?
could be anything, isn't it?
East
be
Fife.
Anyway, how was your weekend, Callum?
Mine was good. I went to St Andrews. My dad gave us a voucher, Cara and I, to have an overnight stay for her Christmas, I think it was actually. So because it's January and February and we have no money, we're trying to rinse through vouchers. So we went to Rufflet's Hotel.
Is
You'll
that
get
the one
another
right
voucher
on
now
the
for mentioning
water?
them.
You're on a road and in the water.
Everyone thinks that's Russex. This one's like a mile down the road.
Right,
Still,
okay.
it's still lovely, a lovely time. We did go, however, watch the Scotland-Italy Six Nations match in a pub in St Andrews. If you guys think I'm posh,
Oh,
Is there even more posh dicks around?
they thought I was common.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Genuinely.
Right, okay. And did see when you were there in that pub, did they all have their collars flipped up?
Some of them had more than one collar.
Flipped up?
Of course they did.
Aye. What's that about?
The ruggers,
Aye.
The ruggers.
They wear two collars, and the collar on the inside and the outside is flipped up. I don't understand it.
I always remember my favourite rugby story. I used to work at the Glasgow Warriors, if you remember. And there was a match that I was working at, and I was like communications assistant. I was still at uni, and I used to do the help with the tweet updates during the match. And you do that thing where you quote tweet the TV station that's running it, and they have a highlight of the try. And at the end of the try, I think we were away from home. One of the teams, a wee guy, when they went over the line, put up the middle finger to I think it was whoever it was, a player. And I kept getting notifications because the amount of people picked up traction online, the amount of people who were like, "This is disgusting, get this out of rugby," because a wee 10-year-old kid just put up the middle finger. I was like, you should try and go to an old firm game, mate. That's what you think. Get this out of rugby. And they were tweeting the World Rugby Association to find them team. I was like, this is just, I need to do this sport. This is no bad sport.
Nah, definitely not.
Yes. So
How was your weekend?
Good. I went for dinner with Callum on Friday night. To say goodbye to a lovely colleague of ours, which was lovely.
Oh, is that Selena?
Selena.
I love Selena.
She's lovely. She's off.
I've worked with this. I don't know if it's me, because when I was at Radio Clyde, I worked with Selena. Then she left. I come to STV and she's left. So I don't know if that's a coincidence.
Yes, no, she's off to the
Is it
BBC.
me?
I think you're all right there. I think you're getting in there anytime soon. And then I had my birthday night out on Saturday, which
You
went
did?
disastrously after I left you.
You went to Largs?
No, I didn't. All the trains were off. So we had to get a last minute table in. Where did we go? We just went local.
Where were the trains off?
Signalling failures. Thanks,
So
ScotRail.
all
All
off?
off from between Ardrossan and Largs. So we had to stay in Ardrossan.
Right.
And then, but we ended up a lovely night because we went for dinner down at the shorefront. We went bowling.
Well,
10 pin bowling.
I like 10 pin bowling.
Oh, the rivalry at 10 pin bowling.
Were you good? Because you do bowls.
I do lawn bowls. Aye, and I am quite good.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I didn't get below 100.
Did you get a turkey?
No.
No turkeys.
No,
on.
I only got one strike, but I get a lot of these spare ones, technical ones. I do.
Can we just quickly talk about something? I don't think it's acceptable for you to have a week-long 31st birthday celebration. You took the entire week off of
Yeah.
work.
The week off, aye.
You had about 4 separate nights out before
Correct.
Saturday,
Yeah.
and you had Saturday too.
Aye.
Yeah.
Celebration of me. I'm like the Queen. I just get so many birthday
In so
parties.
many ways.
I've just too many people to get around. I went out Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Well, no, Thursday was a funeral, so it wasn't my gathering.
But you tried to turn into your gathering.
Thanks for the
Thank
birthday
you.
card.
So while at the wake, by the way, can I just remind you, while we're here, we might as well celebrate my birthday.
Start singing your own song.
Somebody went up to do a speech at the bowling club. I was like, oh, no, another birthday cake. Friday night, it wasn't my celebration. And then Saturday, and then yesterday, I had a first birthday party for baby Richie. Happy birthday, baby Richie. Awful. Everybody kept coming up to me going, you look terrible.
Well, you've had a week of celebrations. Of
I
course
did,
you're
and I
gonna look
looked awful,
terrible.
and I had the sweats, and I was nearly sick in a ball pit. So I went home and had a bath and went to my bed.
Have you got a joke?
I do. You
I've
go
got a
first.
joke.
You go first.
And we're going to be speaking to Jamie Swinny, who is the chief executive at Falkirk, in a couple of minutes, so hold on. First, my joke. What kind of doctor was Dr. Pepper?
Don't know.
A physician.
Physician.
No, fizz.
That's quite good.
Fizz.
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
You smiled.
Yeah, it's not a laugh, it's a smile.
So I got this from my partner Fraser. This was quite funny.
Go on.
Actually, I thought. And it's come in the form of like a warning, right? Just to put it out there. So, like a neighbourhood watch call warning. There is a scumbag called Callum. Immediately piqued my interest.
Hemorrhoid boy next to
Hemorrhoid
me.
next
That
time.
needs to stop.
Known as Cal in the local area, who's been going around breaking into people's homes near us for months. Be aware. The police were unable to catch him. The weirdest thing about it all is that he was breaking into people's homes and ruining their washing machines by putting bricks in it before he left. And after he left, people would come back, washing machines. Really weird. Anyway, just read that he was finally caught because after stealing all the whatever electronics in the room, he did the washing machine, put the brick in the washing machine, but the noise alerted a neighbour, called the police, and he was nicked. Never happened to a nicer person. But on the bright side, washing machines live longer with Cal gone.
Should we get Jamie Swinny on?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's get Jamie Swinny on.
Well, yours are normally really funny.
I thought that was good. I thought that was good.
Nah, mate, nah.
Washing machines live longer with Cal gone.
Nah. I think we'll discuss football now.
Yeah, I think best to.
No, I think we'll get to football. There's lots to talk about as well. Okay, it's now time to look back at the football. Scottish Cup 5th round weekend, and we're delighted to have on the show with us Chief Executive from Falkirk, Jamie Swinny. What a night for you. You're through to the quarterfinals, Jamie. Congratulations.
Come on the Bairns.
Come on the Bairns. How was that for you?
I think overall really enjoyable. It would have been nice to have done it in 90 minutes and not have to go extra time. But to be fair, the Warriors have defended resolutely, and it was from my own point of view. It was great to be back at a club that I really enjoyed spending a lot of time at in my previous roles. So obviously been in the Heart in the next round. How did Hearts get on, Ewan?
Oh shit! Come on! I didn't expect it question one, but that's more than happy. I love that. How did Hearts go on?
You guys do all right the weekend?
Couch FC, sitting in the house.
Couch FC, very good. I've known Jamie a while.
Aye.
And that's the first time you've been a fanny.
Jamie, were you sweating a bit after 90 minutes? When you went the extra time, were you sweating a wee bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So the last time we went to Oakview was in the Challenge Cup, and it did go to penalties and we lost. So there's a little bit of that in the mind. However, overall, we controlled the game and deserved to win.
What an opening goal as well from Brad Spencer. And I listened to his interview afterwards, Jamie, and they made the decision, instead of trying to walk into the net, let's have a wee shot from outside of the penalty area. And what a strike to open the scoring.
Absolutely fantastic. I did say it on the bus on the way home. I did say, you not just tuck the one away 5 minutes earlier that was inside the box and just a side foot finish, but he decided to score from 25 yards instead. So a real cracking finish and a fantastic moment for the captain as well.
Just a quick word on a friend of mine, the club captain, Cole Donaldson. He was back in his...
I don't know if you know, but Ewan's quite pally with Cole.
He sometimes talks about it.
So just in case you're wondering.
No, the reason I bring him up is because he's been injured for much of the season, and he started last night, and I thought he looked pretty good, Jamie. I don't know what you thought of Cole's return to the starting 11. What did you make of his performance?
He was excellent. I know he's very fond of you, Ewan. Obviously, you two share each other messages back and forward about the Jambos, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So overall, Cole was fantastic last night. He's had a lot of... he's a really tough period over kind of 8 or 9 months now, where I'm sure it's been really frustrating for him. But to see him on the pitch last night again, clean sheet obviously as well, it was a really top performance.
And it's no shock to me that Cole goes off and then finally Falkirk win. But
I actually messaged him that last night. He goes, isn't it weird that you go off at full time and then they get 2 goals? Was that a coincidence by any chance, Cole?
John McGlynn lure them into a false sense of security, then bringing on the big guns at extra second.
Yeah, exactly. Jamie, you're up against Dundee United or Spartans. It's
so congratulations on the semi-final.
Yeah, well done, mate. You already won that game.
You're in.
Yeah, sitting next to me is a Dundee United fan, and they've got Spartans, but you'd expect Dundee United to beat Spartans, but all you were asking for was a home tie, and you've got the home tie, likely to be against Dundee United. Your thoughts?
I think when you get to this stage of the competition, a home tie, I would have fancied us against anybody, and I include Celtic and Rangers in that one. However, when you get a home tie and you avoid Celtic and Rangers, I think that's pretty much as good as you could hope for. So whether it's Dundee United or Spartans, we'll fancy our chances here at the stadium.
What does a cup run do? So you get to this kind of stage, when you get a home tie and, you look towards Hampden possibly. For you, who's obviously running it, what does a cup run do, especially for not just finances, but for the whole club? And then obviously, when we look towards the semi-finals, if you get there.
I think like most supporters, most people that watch the supporter club that's not Celtic or Rangers, your overall, I suppose your dream is to see your club win the Scottish Cup. Now, we're obviously still a few games away. However, we've taken another step. We're only 1 game from Hampden, 2 from a final, and 3 wins from potentially winning the Scottish Cup. So, of course, you start to think that way. You start to think about that excitement. Financially, it can make a huge difference if we can get to the semi-final or final. We've got our pitch to replace and a training ground to develop. So any ability to raise surplus cash would make a huge difference to us. Overall, I think the players themselves deserve the opportunity to hopefully go into that quarter final, hopefully win it and go to Hampden, because the players have been absolutely tremendous. When you look at what they've achieved over the last 2.5 years, they deserve their opportunity to go to Hampden, and I really hope we get that opportunity to do it.
Can I ask Jamie, because I see this question a lot on social media recently, about the players that Falkirk and John McGlynn, I don't know more specifically, you can tell us, find, because Barney Stewart's the latest one, a player plucked from what was the 7th tier, and he looks incredible. Well, to what extent is John McGlynn involved in that? Is it a club decision? And where do you seem to unearth these players that other teams seem to miss out on?
Yeah, I think there's probably 2 or 3 in the first team right now that you would say fit into that ilk of been given an opportunity by John and Paul, and they're now excelling in the Scottish Premiership. So Keelan Adams is another one. Barney Stewart we've mentioned. Connor Allen, who got released from Rangers, has been fantastic for us as well. John and Paul fundamentally are as good as I've ever seen in my life in terms of identifying players and working with them to make them better. They are absolutely different class at it. We've also got a fantastic head scout in Alan Fraser. Between the 3 of them and Stephen McGinn as well as part of that backroom team, we really trust them. I say myself and the board really trust them to pick players and identify the right players and to bring them in. But once they're in the building, the job's not done. They work every day to make these players better. And I don't just mean young players, because there's that automatic tendency to think, well, you can improve a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 21-year-old. Even our more experienced players are improving day by day, week by week under this management team, whether they're 27, 28, 29. And I think that shows how good the culture is, but also how good John and Paul and Stephen and the rest of the backroom staff are at making players better, regardless of their age.
John McGlynn, for me, right now, if Hearts don't win the league, is manager of the year again, in my opinion. The job that he has done is phenomenal. League One, Championship, and now you're in the Premiership. But you're not just in the Premiership, you're in the top 6, you're comfortably in the top 6, you're in the quarterfinals of the Scottish Cup. It's been an unbelievable journey that you have been on with John McGlynn. But when a job comes up and is made available, do you have a fear that he might be snapped up? Because there was talk when the Aberdeen job became available that John McGlynn might be on that shortlist, and apparently was on some sort of shortlist. Did you get any inquiries about John from Aberdeen, and were you worried that Aberdeen might come knocking on his door?
I think you just said it yourself there, Ewan. Given the job that John has done, it wouldn't surprise me at all if he's on a shortlist of a bigger club, because I think he would deserve to be on a shortlist. He's done an unbelievable job. Aberdeen didn't make any contact with us, so whether he was on a list at some point, I couldn't possibly comment, because there was no phone call from Aberdeen at any point in the process. But of course, I think we've got to have that moment in our mind where there is a chance at some point, given the job he's doing, that a bigger club may at some point contact us to ask to speak to him. It's not happened yet, and we'd be delighted for John and Paul to be here for a very long time yet, until they maybe decide they want to retire, whenever that would be in years to come. However, I wouldn't surprise me if at some point there's contact made, but nothing so far.
Because, for me, John McGlynn, because of the job that he does with young players and how he improves players, there are football clubs up and down the country that'll be looking at that and envious of not just the job that John McGlynn has done, but that you have done as part of that team, Jamie, the fans who've supported the football club, the coaches behind the scenes as well. You must be the envy of many a football club in Scotland right now.
So I think it's been really nice the last number of weeks now. Is there's certainly a lot more people talking about the players, talking about the management team, talking about the football club. As you say, the backing from the supporters is just absolutely incredible. It really is. I've always felt that outside the big city clubs that Falkirk are, in my opinion, as big as there is in Scotland outside the big city clubs, and I think we're slowly starting to show that. It's only one season. We'd have to do it over multiple seasons to really be able to claim that. But I do feel that I've always felt that Falkirk can be as big as there is out with Aberdeen, Hearts, Hibs, Celtic, Rangers, Dundee United. I do feel we're probably in the next again biggest club if we can, over a period of time, have kind of a period of sustained success. So yeah, I would agree.
Jamie, would you mind if I take Keelan Adams from you for Hearts next season?
Not for sale.
No, could I have Brad Pitt Spencer as well?
Did you call him Brad Pitt there?
Did you call him Brad Pitt Spencer? There's a middle name I didn't know about.
Because, see, last summer there was talk and speculation about Brad Spencer. Hearts were looking at him last summer. Did you hear anything about that?
certainly seen it in the media. And again, I would actually say a similar answer to John and Paul here. Brad's been phenomenal for us, so it wouldn't surprise me if he's been on a list at some point. But again, there was no contact from Hearts.
How was your phone during the window? I wonder, just because from a CEO's point of view, we never really get to speak to CEOs a lot. Like, as a Premiership, do your phone ring a lot? Are you in discussions a lot, or did you kind of have your stalwart set out quite early that you had all your business? As we spoke to John throughout the window, it was kind of, we're happy, we're in a settled place. Was that the kind of vibe you were getting, or was there last minute phone calls going on?
We were really content with the squad that we had. We had players returning from injury. We mentioned Cole Donaldson earlier on, but with other guys returning from injury as well. So our squad's actually got stronger the last couple of months, and that was before we reached January. We've then managed to bring a few players in, and we were quite content that we'd only needed to bring 2 or 3 in. Again, you are always conscious that the phone call could go the other way, where someone's looking at one of your players, which I say, as I've mentioned previously, wouldn't surprise me. However, there was absolutely no contact from any club for any of our players in January. So once we got into the 3rd of February, I was quite happy, because you don't want necessarily to have clubs putting bids in for your players. We think we've got a fantastic squad, a squad that's capable of going and doing really well this year and again the next year and the following year. So you don't want to lose players, and there was no contact at all from the end of January.
But you do know, Jamie, that because you're having such a wonderful season and there's so many players in that squad that have been excellent, they're going to be looked at. They're going to be looked at to improve other teams in Scotland or possibly down south. And I know there was a rumour going around about Calvin Miller possibly going to Celtic on the final day of the transfer window. Again, that's another player out of so many of your players that have been...
What a season so far. Unbelievable.
Outstanding. I mean, you can say that for a lot of the players in the Falkirk team just now. But as you say, that's also a testament to what you've been doing and what John has been doing and what the club has been doing, that these players are being talked about in circles, whether it be Celtic or whether it be Hearts or whether it be John McGlynn going to Aberdeen. You've got to take pride in that as well. Do you know what I mean by that? I know it's a weird one, but it just shows you're doing a good job.
I think it's only natural. There's always bigger clubs. So there's bigger clubs in Falkirk, and therefore there's always going to be interest in our players. Calvin Miller's numbers in League One, the Championship, and now the Premiership are astronomical as a wide player. And from our point of view, we understand there's going to be interest. There was no contact from Celtic whatsoever. However, that doesn't mean that he wasn't discussed. He may well have been discussed, but certainly from our point of view, there was no contact. And I think what's been really pleasing from my perspective as well is we're doing this essentially with a full team of Scottish players, just about. We're predominantly a Scottish team. We've got quite a lot of young players in the team, and therefore we are going to have people saying, who are some of these guys? And we mentioned earlier on some of the guys that are making their first real steps into professional football, but they're now doing so in the Scottish Premiership week in, week out, and performing at a very good level. So I'm sure there's clubs down south as well looking at players, but we'll hopefully keep them here as long as possible, because we think we've got something really exciting that we're building.
But see, when that rumour started to circulate on the final day of the transfer window with Calvin Miller, were you shitting yourself?
I think we'd been in a pretty good place, given it was the last day of the window and we still had 18 months left in his contract. We certainly wouldn't have been easy to deal with as such with regards to that. But we don't want to lose Calvin, of course we don't. And the fact the phone call never happened, I was quite pleased when I went to bed that night. I was quite happy. That was me. We've at least made it through another window. We've got a few months till the next one, so we can relax a little while.
Jamie, just before I let you go, obviously I hope your team get pumped in the next round of the Scottish Cup if it's Dundee United, right? Obviously, but just on the off chance that you do beat us like you did 3-0 at Tannadice at the game I was at earlier this seaon, can you take all 3 of us to Hampden when you get to semi-final, please?
Oh, great shout.
Does Ewan have to come?
No. He'll be watching Hearts that game. Jamie, can I have one final one? Can I have the final question?
Go on.
Jamie, I was at Falkirk Celtic, first time at the Falkirk Stadium this season working for STV, and at half-time I was introduced to one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life, which is a kebab pie. Gonna tell the people, I can't express how good that was, right? It wasn't just because I was a wee bit hungover and just starving, right? It was honestly the best football pie I've ever had in my life. Please tell me you've tried one of them.
Yeah, they're tremendous. So Pie Sports, our caterers that do our kiosks, and they are excellent. I'm the same as you. If we go to Hampden for the Scotland games, that's my go-to as well as a kebab pie.
Fantastic.
Jamie, it's been a pleasure.
Jamie, thanks so much, and we wish you all the very best for the rest of the season for you, John, and the team. Thank you, pal.
Thank you very much.
Cheers buddy.
Jamie Swinny there, Chief Executive Falkirk. Lovely lad.
Oh, see, if you're a
Lovely
Falkirk
lad.
fan, listen to that. You're in dreamland.
Oh, they're having a fantastic season, but unfortunately for Jamie, half that squad will leave
Recording
in the summer.
stopped.
Oh, I didn't tell that to his face though, you shite bag. As soon as he goes,
You must have so much pride in your guys. You're all going to go in summer.
But that's the problem, isn't it? Because they've done so
Incredible.
well. They've done so well.
So just on that game, I mean, we spoke about it there. I just thought when we went to extra time, I thought, oh, this could be the shock. This could be the one.
Especially when it goes to penalties, then it becomes a lottery. But as soon as Brad Spencer fires on that goal just before half time and extra time, that was it. They were never going to get back into the game. Fair play to Gary Naismith and his team.
Yeah, we'll get him on.
We will get him on at some point, but they've got bigger fish to fry because they want to get promotion.
Correct.
And they're only 2 points behind Inverness. And Inverness, who are big spenders in that league, to have them in and around fighting for the league is a job in itself. So well done to Gary.
And let's move backwards then to Ibrox.
Wow,
And
what a result.
um,
What scoreline?
8-0. I love when it gets to a scoreline that Sky Sports need to spell the word. That's when you know it's a pumping.
It was a pumping, wasn't it?
And it was kind of no the ideal game anyway, but to bleed in all your new players, to get all your new players scoring, playing well, Nadiri with a double, Chikwani with a goal, Miovski, that goal will help him because again, question marks about him and where he fits into this Rangers team. Hat-trick for James Tavernier. I've seen a stat, he's now like one of the top 4 or 5, or like number 6 on the all-time world football list of goal-scoring defenders.
Jeez,
Like number 6 or 7, I think. I'll check that, but I'm sure that's the case. And safely into the next round, Queen's Park, that was just, it's your worst fear.
Yes, that was night and day from last season.
Yeah.
Queen's Park knocked them out last season. It was night and day. And I'm going to say this now, and I'm going to put this on record, and we change every week, all of us.
Here we go.
And
That's
no,
a
but-
beat for me, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
Yeah, no,
Well
but we do. I
merited.
mean, just a month or so ago, we were all saying Rangers are out of the league.
Yeah.
All of us, every single person, they're out of the league. I now make them favourites to win the league.
Because they pumped a championship team. Didn't they?
No. The options that they've got. Naderi came on, Miovski, Chermiti's coming back, Raskin was on the
scoring.
bench, Chikwani's scoring, Skull all of a sudden looks like a
Better.
looks better.
Again, it's-
Antman is back from injury.
Yeah.
Gassama was on the bench. I just think that they have got strength and depth. Danny Rule is getting results. They've not been great to watch, and I keep saying that, and neither are Celtic great to watch. But right now, with the options that they've got, and with Hearts still missing Devlin and still missing Shankland, we'll see how Hearts get on tomorrow against Hibernian. Rangers, for me, are now favourites to win the league. And
I mean,
wait, because I'm going to ask you both the same question right now.
Well, I want to discuss this Rangers thing because you just said that. And Danny Rule took a step back. Unlike you, he didn't go in too-fitted. He said, listen, it's a win. We move on. Those options were there last week against Hibs, apart from Nadiri.
But what I would say about that is I thought they looked flat and tired after their trip to Italy. That's what I genuinely believe.
Trip to Italy to play Porto.
Sorry, to Portugal. But you know, I thought they looked flat. They looked tired. They just come back off an exhausting game in the Europa League. And I think that they being knocked out of the Europa League is going to be a blessing in disguise for them. When you look at Celtic's games that are coming up.
We'll discuss that in a minute.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask you, the two of you, I think Rangers are favourites to win the league. Callum. See?
I think it's really, really hard.
Well, it's a 3-horse race, but I'm
course
asking
it
you,
is.
you right now, as it sits right now, the January transfer window's closed. Who is winning the league?
I will go Hearts.
You've been quite consistent with Hearts.
Yeah, I'm consistently wrong all the time. So
Yeah, no, but that's strange. Out of the three of us, you're the one that's consistently stuck with Hearts.
I did Derek McInnes' press on Friday ahead of this game on Tuesday, and he said it himself. He was asked the question, do you have more anxiety now after losing those 3 points? He said, we feel no anxiety. We've been top of the league for 4.5 months. And see, when he said it like that, I thought, do you know, we kind of forget that sometimes.
We forget how well Hearts have done to stay in the position that they are in, but you also forget that at some stage in the season, Hearts were 12 clear of Rangers. It's now down to 3.
This
That's why I make Rangers favourites to win it.
This week will tell us everything we need to know about this Rangers team.
Answer the question: who's winning the league? As it stands right now on this Monday morning, transfer window's closed.
And I'll tell you for why I'm going to say this first. I'm going to say right now I still think Hearts. The reason for that is I've not seen enough consistently of the new Rangers or Celtic signings to know how good they're going to be. So I'll caveat by saying in a month's time, if Nadiri and Skvolisson are carving it up, I'm happy to sway towards Rangers. If Mvuku and Adamu start tearing it up for Celtic, well, they wouldn't really turn it up that weekend, will they? But still, then, right now, I'd say because Hearts have more players that don't need to prove themselves, I'm swinging. I'm like 40% Hearts, 30% Rangers, 30% Celtic. It's mad.
So you make Celtic and Rangers joint second favourites?
Because I need a better look at the new signings first. Because they talked about how big the window is. I mean, we've not been on yet since the end of the window for Celtic. No. The Ox was signed on Saturday during our show on the radio. Again, we don't know how good or bad Celtic's window is. They haven't spent a penny. Fans are angry at that. But if these players are all right, it becomes less. Same with Rangers. If Nadiri comes in and starts carving it up, Danny Rule must be rubbing his hands going, this is a real chance. Rangers' next 2 fixtures are massive. Huge. Away at Fir Park against arguably the team of the season. I get Hearts is in there as well. In terms of their style in Motherwell, who kept hold of Swinny, despite numerous bids and several different offers from clubs abroad.
Correct.
None from Celtic or Rangers, I may add. Then if Rangers win that and they win at Ibrox against Hearts, then I think even the most optimistic of Hearts and Celtic fans must sit up and go, oh, there's a team.
And if that happens, do you sit here on Monday next week saying Rangers are winning the league?
I would say yes, and then what happens if they go and get pumped to have Celtic at Ibrox? Do you know what I mean? It's true.
It's not true.
Because it's so.
But that's why it's changing week to week.
I would, because that's the trend. That would be a trend then.
Yes.
Much like with Hearts, I know we all slagged you and it was great because Hearts get beat. That's not a trend. Hearts getting beat. That's a one-off thing.
Correct, and they always bounce back after a negative result.
Well, they have to because.
It's Hibs tomorrow.
Hibs tomorrow.
Don't talk about that.
A wee emergency pod on the Thursday.
That'd be quite good fun, wouldn't it?
God, have you got space on Thursday?
We should quickly mention Queen's Park because the Scottish Cup isn't their battle.
No, I know, and Sean Crichton was speaking afterwards, but I get his point. I says there's ways to get beat if you're a championship team. You know you're going to do a lot of defending. I mean, you don't get beat by 8. No team in the SPFL against another 8.
It was 8 going on 12.
Yeah.
It was poor.
I have watched Dundee United get battered 9-1 by Celtic, so it can happen.
That was Ange ball.
It was. Bottom of the league, a game in hand against Ross County, 2 games in hand against Airdrie, but
they've got bigger issues.
Big time. Celtic 2, Dundee 1 after extra time.
So much to talk about.
My goodness.
So much to talk about.
They thought they'd won it.
Because he's a Dundee. I keep forgetting that he hates Dundee. I did see a phone recording video of the Dundee fans trying to record the full-time whistle, and all they did was film Adamu's equaliser. All of a sudden, all the horns and the squad. Oh, you don't want to be laughing.
Oh, God.
I mean, they deserved it.
They deserve to win.
Oh my days! Fair. I mean, Stephen Presley got lambasted when he arrived. Remember, STV did the Vox Pop with the guy hanging out the taxi,
yes,
going, "It's a disgrace." He's been brilliant.
The guy has been sensational, and with each passing week, Dundee become better.
What a goal!
And better.
What a goal.
But do you know what I loved about Dundee at the weekend? And this is why
Them getting beat. No, sorry.
No,
Go on, sorry.
no. What I loved about Dundee at the weekend is that they showed no respect. And they played their game, and they were brave, and they thoroughly deserved to win that game.
Yep.
I don't think there's a Celtic fan out there that would disagree with that. But what Celtic have got and have always had is that willingness to never give up and just keep knocking on that door and keep knocking on that door. And they did. They got the equaliser. And
From
Dundee were
new
sickened by
signing.
that.
Yeah.
And I think that Dundee, for me, were so good that I hope it doesn't derail their progression and what they have achieved so far.
I think it might do the opposite.
I hope it does.
I think it might be a way going, do you know what? We're a good team now. We can go to the home of the champions and boss them.
See, when you're seconds away from beating them, though, and you lose it in that way, I don't know how that might affect them. I hope it doesn't affect them adversely, and I hope they just take the positives out of that, because I know Stephen Presley did as well, but I thought they were outstanding. That goal! The goal! Where did that come from?
Pick it out, St. Asylum.
Goal of the weekend? Gotta be.
Oh, it's got to be.
Gotta be.
It's got to be goal of the weekend.
I don't know.
Tavernier from the corner, you're going to give him that one?
No. Who scores for Hearts? Oh, sorry. Hey! Oh, my God. So, the Junior Adamu, I mean, everybody was lambasting Celtic's recruitment because it was all loans, it was all scrambling lastminute.com. And it takes a brave man to do a backheel flick in the 97th minute of 95 added on.
Hits the inside of the post and then it goes.
And then it goes. And then Tenecti with the winner. I think everybody, when it went to one each, everybody went, either goosed. I think everybody would have thought Celtic would go on and win it, and they did. A lot of angry Dundee fans who don't know the word minimum.
Oh, I know.
So it was scored after, 96, 30 seconds or whatever, of 5 minutes added on.
So it is a minimum.
It's a minimum.
But
a bit of time wasting from the away side. So you add on the time.
Right.
A bit of substitutes, you add on the time.
Can I just put a few pointers out there, please?
I'd love to hear it.
So Kieran Tierney was injured for about a minute and a half. The story goes, and I don't know if this is true or not, the story goes is that he was injured before the 90th minute. And the initial allotted injury time was 4 minutes. But because of Kieran Tierney's injury just before full time, they then added another minute for the Kieran Tierney injury. So that took that into consideration. When was the goal scored?
96
minute.
97th minute.
97th minute. So it scored 90. On the clock, it was like 96:40 or something.
So where did they find that time? If the Kieran Tierney injury was taken into account with the injury time, I don't know if that's true.
I know, but is this what we're doing now? This.
What do you mean?
Is the conspiracy that what the referee added on?
No,
I'm not asking you, but I've seen that everywhere. Fergie time, O'Neill time. That's the new thing. Martin gave a wink to the fourth official.
Yeah.
So that was the chance.
Play to the end of the whistle.
I don't know. Yeah, obviously, but if and you're right, it is a minimum.
Yeah.
A minimum of 5 minutes. But if they had already taken into consideration the Kieran Tierney injury, then where did the extra 2 minutes come from?
From the time wasting in the 90th minute onwards from Dundee. Taking ages for a goal kick, taking ages for a throw.
Does it matter that you take your time for a goal kick?
So that time gets added on.
I'm not saying it doesn't.
No, I'm not saying, but that's my answer to your question.
Right, I'm just putting it out there. I'm just asking.
And I've just put it right back.
Why are you getting so defensive?
Oh, shut up. You're not playing that game with me today.
No.
You really know.
I'm not playing that game with you. But there's another big talking point in the game. Should Celtic have had a penalty in the first half?
Can I just quickly add before we get to that? Because I think, I don't want to say I agree with you, but I just checked here, right? I'm watching Premier Sports. Rangers scored 8 goals, 3 of them in the second half against Queen's Park. Do you know how many minutes of added time were played in that game? 30 seconds.
Yeah, that was to put Queen's Park out their misery. Have you seen that meme? It's like, they're already dead, leave them alone.
No, but that's sounding like a total prick, right? Even though I'm very good at it. Aren't rules? I watched a Dundee United Kilmarnock game earlier this season where Kilmarnock had a free kick and they took a minute and a half to take the free kick from when the foul was taken. And that time wasn't added on. It was 3 minutes exactly, even though a minute and a half of it was spent with the player on the floor rolling around. So I don't think it's a conspiracy. I just think it's inconsistency.
Okay.
So are you suggesting, Callum, that the referee shouldn't have added the extra 2 minutes from the allotted 95 minutes?
I think the rule should be blanket one or the other. I don't care which way it is, but either you add it on, injury time, added time and injury time, whatever it is, add it on, or you don't. I think the frustrating part is you might support a team who one game, there's 2 minutes wasted in extra time or added time, and it doesn't get added on. Whereas the next game you're in, it might, and that's where you can see the goal.
And that's a really good point. How many times have you noticed where there's been injury in added time, yet it doesn't get added on? And that's the point you're making. So if somebody picks up, says there's 3 minutes added on at the end of the game, and there's 1 minute of an injury, a lot of the time it doesn't get added on.
But then sometimes it does. So I just think
sometimes it does. So it's a lack of consistency I think that Dundee fans are arguing about here.
You can tell he's absolutely done with
My thought is defend the cross. Don't let Tenecti put the ball in, and nobody's greeting about it.
The full-back...
Yeah, I'm having no sympathy.
No, you got past the full-back a wee bit too easily for Tenecti to make that cross. The penalty.
We have an explanation. Go on, and I'll find this.
Well, you're going to find the explanation from the SFA. Did you watch Liverpool versus Man City yesterday at Anfield?
I did, yeah. Actually, watched most of it. Yeah.
Did you see the incident involving Gahey and Salah on the edge of the box?
Yes, he pulled him by the shoulder.
He pulled him by. Well, it was kind of like under the arm, and ripped his shirt.
Yes,
Right.
but it was outside the box.
But he carried on into the box.
Okay.
And if you watch it in slow motion, his left foot is on the line while the pull is still happening.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's on the line, it's a penalty. But VAR, when they looked at it, said the pull started outside the box, so it's a free kick, it's not a penalty, and it's not a red card. But I understand that the rules are, if the foul takes place outside the box but continues into the box, then it should be a penalty.
Aha. So, right. So I have the SFA explanation to that. So, remind me, Gay pulled Salah
From outside the box but
Okay.
continued into the box.
So, from the official line from
For
the
the
Scottish
six-
Football Association
Over, about the Celtic issue.
is this. In the 38th minute, a free kick is correctly awarded outside the penalty area because the pushing began outside and then continued inside. However, it can only be punished if it is holding/pulling that continues inside. Pushing can only be punished at the initial point of contact. So, what the SFA are saying is, unlike Gay, Svinchara wasn't pulled and it was pushed.
Pushed.
And that is it's like a punch, basically.
Okay, so
the point of contact is when it hits the face. If it's a punch, it's outside the box, like the push. The push started outside.
So Gahey on Salah should have been a penalty because that was a pull.
Correct.
Because it did carry on into the
So
box.
that's what the SFA are saying. They're saying, so technically they are correct in the sense, what they're saying is correct. The push did begin outside and went inside.
But did it? I think it's more in than out. And I've said this a million times on this podcast about being, he's more on than off. He's more in than out. I thought that his right foot
was on the line.
was on the line when the push comes. When the push is actually, when the push is in full motion, when he's extending his arms, the foot is on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Are the SFA saying when the push, when he's got these hands on the back, when he's beginning the push,
It's outside the box, is what the SFA are saying.
but the extension of the arms to push him over happened in the box?
yeah.
I'm confused by that.
I'm a wee bit confused by it, to be honest.
For me, I think it's a penalty.
So what I'm seeing, I'm looking at the replay right now, and I know for those listening, it's not going to help, and you're not going to get to see this if you're watching the podcast, right? So the hands, is it Graham, 22?
Look, Graham.
Look, Graham, yeah.
So the hands are on his back, outside the box, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Right? But if you keep watching,
Then the push continues into the box.
there's the push.
There's a push, but his foot's on
and
the
his
line.
foot is on the line.
So it's a penalty.
For me, I think it's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
So the
So-
SFA are judging that the push begins at the moment of contact.
No.
The moment of contact, where his hands are on his back, that is outside the box. That's fair. That's no question.
Correct.
But just because you put your hand on someone's back doesn't mean it's a push.
Correct. You have to extend your arms to the push.
And that, for me, is when his foot's on the line. I agree with Michael Stewart.
What did you just say?
I know.
okay?
Yeah, Michael Stewart said the same thing. He said the point of... it's the difference between a pull and a push.
I know.
Go say that
I agreed
again.
with Michael Stewart.
Whoa.
Weirdly, so did I.
Because I think on this occasion he's very much correct.
He is correct. And you just shown me that.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it in my mind that push, the extension of the push, happens inside the box, and that's a cop-out from the SFA.
Yeah.
That's an absolute cop-out. They don't even know their own rules. The SFA...
Well, they know the rules, they just haven't applied it properly in my understanding of this.
That's bang on.
I think so. Yeah, that's so I get that's the rule. That's fine. So if pushing is the initial contact, but I think the push comes
in the box.
in the box.
Could you not then arguably just always run with your hands in the back of a player? And then when he gets in the box, then you push and be like, oh, well, my hand's been on him since the halfway line.
Do you know what I mean? Technically.
So they've applied the rules wrongly.
Well,
the SFA
well,
have
in their eyes,
applied...
they haven't.
No,
In their
but
eyes, it's correct.
No. I don't care about their eyes.
Why
They're
don't you
not-
get petulant and get annoyed about it?
What
Go
we
for
should
it.
do, what I'm looking forward to hearing is Willie Collum's defence in the VAR show that's coming up. So I imagine that'll be a talking point.
Just because they tell us what the rules are.
Oh, I agree with
doesn't
you.
make them
Yeah.
right.
No, I agree with you.
I think they realise they've screwed up. I think they've used it as a cop-out. That was not a push that began outside the box because he had his hands on his back, yes, but the push happens on the line. It's a penalty. The SFA shat it.
Okay.
Absolutely shat it, and they were protecting their own.
So, we've gone through a few of the weekend's fifth round Scottish Cup ties. We will preview the rest of the Cup ties and indeed that mouth-watering Scottish Cup draw and the rest of the SPFL news after the break. The STV Radio Football Show is brought to you by CR Smith. CR Smith Windows and Doors have been going for over 50 years. That's an incredible amount of experience. CR Smith offers 0% interest-free credit for up to 5 years, and you'll pay nothing until 2027 at 3.9% APR representative. CR Smith have over 150 iconic vans across the country. Remember, CR Smith are Scotland's top-rated windows and doors company on Trustpilot. Okay, time to get back to the STV Radio Football Show.
The STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by CR Smith.
Welcome back to the STV Radio Football Show. We were just discussing their Celtic 2, Dundee 1. And the big talking point after that is, of course, the Scottish Cup draw, where Celtic have been drawn away to Ibrox in a mouth-watering quarter-final draw on the weekend of the 7th of 8th of March. And that creates a real fixture congestion
Problem.
for Celtic. Real fixture problem, yeah, you're right. So if we discuss Celtic's fixtures at the moment, the next 4 games, all right? Home to Livingston on Wednesday, away to Kelly, home to Stuttgart, home to Hibs. In these 4 games. It's not a bad run in. Stuttgart's obviously tough, but it's at home. And then...
The next 10 days.
From the Thursday, the 26th of February, right, onwards, they go away to Stuttgart. 4 days later, away to Ibrox. 3 or 4 days later, away to Pittodrie. 3 or 4 days later, away to Ibrox in the Scottish Cup.
Wow.
And then after that,
Home to Motherwell.
and then away at Tannadice. So there's 3 points, obviously, but still, that is an unbelievable run.
Yeah, they couldn't get 3 points at Tannadice earlier this season.
4 away games in a row.
That will make or break their season.
Yeah. Is that Celtic squad strong enough?
Will that Celtic squad be out of everything come the end of that run? Will they also be out of the league title race? Will they be out of the Scottish Cup? Will they be out of Europe? Could their season be ending before the split?
It is a huge week. Huge 10 days, huge 2 weeks.
And the thing about Celtic, and I've said this before, Martin O'Neill is working a miracle there. I don't know how they're grinding out these results because they've been poor to watch, and that's why I always think that Hearts have got a chance, because I think Celtic are really poor. I thought Dundee outplayed them. I thought Dundee were in their faces. They were allowed to play the ball about. They were allowed to pass the ball from side to side and pick their passes. Celtic are poor.
Can I ask
Celtic
you-
and Rangers back-to-back, twice at Ibrox. The one thing I will say, and this is where bookmark this because this is going to come up and it's going to be an issue. Ticket allocation for Ibrox. Now,
For
we
Scottish
know
Cup.
for the Scottish Cup. Now, we know the issues the Old Firm have had in league matches. It was bickering, it was back and forth, and now we've come to a place where it's like
It's okay.
7%,
Yeah.
roughly. So they get a bit more than they would have.
Don't they get the broom loan for the Scottish Cup ties? I know 10,000 they're expected to
So
get.
the exact number that they can choose to...
Well, they
in
won't
term-
choose. The police will decide.
well, this is the thing. So in terms of allocation,
The SFA rules for Scottish Cup ties, is it 10% or something?
More than that. I'm sure it's more than that.
Is it more than
I'm
that?
sure it's more than 10%. I mean, I wish I'd checked it before we were live doing a podcast, but I'm sure it's more than 10%.
I've got it here. So they're allowed to request 20% of Ibrox. That's
what's-
over 10,000 tickets.
10,000
That's
tickets.
not going to happen.
Well, you don't know.
No, it is. I know that for a fact.
How do you know that from a fact?
Because they're not going to get 20% of Ibrox. Because it has to be agreed with both clubs and indeed the police. So Celtic, of course they will request 20%. Logistically, that doesn't work.
Well,
Because
it used to work before.
But the Broomland Road is only like 7,000, 8,000. That's not. I don't think that's the full capacity of the Broomland.
And this again, this is controversial. I miss Celtic and Rangers not getting
Absolutely.
the
So
allocation they used to get.
Broomland Road stand is around 7,500 tickets, right? So that would be a decent compromise considering it's a Scottish Cup game. If they were to get the 10,000, you then talk about shutting off either half the Sandy Jardine stand, and then that becomes even more of a headache for the police, because then you have to shut off certain turnstiles, and that's so they're not getting a full capacity.
I agree with you. That's not going to happen. But will they get the full Broomloan stand?
I think that would be nice to get back to. I think they should get it, and that should be it. Like, I think
that'd be brilliant for the game.
Rangers should get the 7,500 at Celtic Park as well. That's what made this fixture so great.
I agree with you. You look at the Edinburgh Derby. The Hibs fans get the school end.
Yeah,
the Harskans get the full stand, and it just makes for a better game and a better atmosphere.
I think Rangers fans will probably say, no, we don't want that. We want the allocation as it is the now, which is roughly, they get maybe like a fifth of the Blundern Road stand, like it is in the Old Firm games. I get their point. If you're a season ticket holder, you want to go to the game, and if you've got a season ticket holder on the Broomloan Road stand,
rules are rules. Give them the Broomloan.
So we'll see. That's going to hashtag give them the Broomloan.
Give them the Broomloan.
It's going to be back and forth. Fans are going to get angry, but I'm just saying this is going to become a thing in the next wee while.
It's going to become a big talking point.
St Mirren on the Friday night
struggled.
2-1 win over Airdrieonians away from home. Adowie with the winner again in extra time, and again I thought there could be the wee banana skin, because I don't think there was no banana skins in this round.
At 0-0, Airdrie should have got a penalty. It was a stonewaller for me. Absolute stonewaller. How the referee missed that is beyond me.
Callum?
Poor decision.
Kevin Clancy?
Poor decision.
I was really confused because I thought all TV games had to have VAR. That's what the impression I was under. Well,
only Premiership clubs.
I can read again. The SFA have been in touch.
We're actually in contact with SFA a lot. We're in their back pocket.
I just asked why it wasn't there, and the answer was it's TV games at stadiums that have the infrastructure, so just Premiership teams.
Correct.
Pretty much. So like Steny Falkirk didn't have it this round, and Dunfermline Hibs didn't have it in the last one.
And that is a bugbear of mine, and I've been talking about it for years. That VAR should not be at any of the stadiums in the Scottish Cup. Why should one club have it and not another club? And it should only be utilised for the semi-finals when you're at Hampden.
But it's not.
But it should, because I think it's unfair. It's not a level playing field then, is it? It's not. Because see, if they had VAR, that Falkirk goal that was disallowed last night is probably onside, but it was disallowed because of the flag. But VAR's there, Falkirk don't go to extra time.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's unfair. Why should one team benefit from it and not the others that are in the same competition?
Yeah,
I have nothing against that.
Hard to argue. It's nice. Do you know what I will say? And I'm sorry, Airdrie fans, but St Mirren have been on the wrong end of so many VAR decisions.
Yeah.
So for them to get away with one, I'm not saying that makes it okay.
It was also nice to when you see a goal being scored, you know as a fan you're able to celebrate it.
True.
Which is a thing that, see now, when you speak to your own self like 4 years ago and go, by the way, remember when you used to be able to celebrate a goal? You think, what's it become? But that's what it's become.
Can I just point out though, two wrongs don't make a right.
Correct. Listen,
and
Kevin Clancy's had a howler for me.
He was poor.
I think that's so unfortunate for Airdrieonians side. But again, Stephen Robinson and I had said after the game, listen, I was that manager.
Yeah.
For a lot of the season, and I don't think they would be where they are. If we didn't get that.
It was a poor referee performance, but overall, over the piece, I thought St Mirren just edged it.
And St Mirren's manager, Stephen Robinson, used to manage Airdrie's manager, Aaron Taylor Sinclair. He told us. He used to play at Motherwell. It's a very boring fact for you.
There you go. Dunfermline 2, Celtic Hearts 0. We were on the Saturday show. This is going to be laced throughout this. That was the one that we were going, in the last 87 minutes and still 0-0.
Yeah.
Chris Kane with a double. And I loved Neil Lennon after the game speaking to the BBC, our friend Brian McLaughlin, where Brian said to him, that was a scary. Neil just said to him, listen, don't you start.
I know.
He says, don't you start. He says, I've been the manager who played well in these fixtures and get beat. You're through, and that is the main thing. Your name's in the hat for the next draw. Your name's in the draw for the hat.
Whatever.
Your name's in the hat for the draw.
And they're in. That's it. And well done, Chris Kane. It was a good double.
He should have had a hat-trick because I thought his shot that hit the underside of the crossbar
was. Do you think it was in?
I thought it was in.
Oh, it's one of those. It reminds me of England at South Africa World Cup. Oh, sorry, Lampard. But I know. And again, VAR would have got there. I think
VAR would have got that
only because we had a better camera angle. Because I think, to be fair,
It's hard to know.
Oh my God.
Because that goes disallowed, and if Kelty went on to win it, there'd been a huge
know.
talking point.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Dunfermline got through, and again, they deserved to get through. They were the better side, particularly in the second half, and deserved their place in the quarterfinals.
Partick Thistle again also made to sweat. 3-2 at Burrabrig. Elgin 3-2.
You guys know where Elgin play now?
Look at us.
Look
We
at
actually
that,
looked that up, didn't we, on
Incredible.
Saturday?
Burrabrig.
Take that. Harry is shatless. Hey. Yes, Elgin 2, Partick Thistle 3. Again, it's one of those ones where you can dissect it and look at what Mark Wilson did right and wrong tactically wise. They're
Doesn't
through.
matter. It's a good old-fashioned Scottish Cup tie.
Great to see.
The pitch wasn't great. It was
Yeah.
great. It was murky. There was a bit of rain in the air. It was a tight ground. Loads of scrambles in the box.
I loved the TV highlights of that because you could tell it was like a League Two ground.
Oh,
Do you know what
so
I mean?
good.
People getting in the way of the goals highlights because they stood up to cheer. It's great. Great to see 3,000 plus at a League Two match.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Can I give you a Mark Wilson stat? And I'll give Callum McFadden, the journalist who writes for several publications, found this out. The highest win percentage of any manager in Thistle's history after 50 games in all comps.
Mark
Mark
Wilson.
Mark Wilson.
Ahead of the great John Lambie.
Ahead of all of them.
All of them.
That's incredible.
Well done, Mark.
Don't.
He's doing a great job there. Honestly,
say it.
people thought he was going down, and he's actually doing a great job.
Was that you trying to do an impression of me?
Aye. Mike's away from my mouth. Right,
Ronny.
okay. Aberdeen.
Ronny.
Aberdeen. Do you know what? See what's worse? He goes more Dundee when he tries to do you, and it's really no. It's just
Sorry.
right. Aberdeen Motherwell's postponed.
When's that played?
They are both played. So Dundee United Spartans also postponed, played on Tuesday, the 17th of February, so a week tomorrow, and
Right,
Aberdeen
okay.
Motherwell a week on Wednesday.
Got ya.
So we'll see. And the draw. What a draw. Let's read it out in full. St Mirren at home to Partick Thistle.
Great tie.
Falkirk at home to either Dundee United or Spartans.
Brilliant.
Rangers at home to Celtic. And Dunfermline Athletic at home to Aberdeen or Motherwell. I know this for a fact. Premier Sports hate it when the old firm get drawn against one another.
Especially in the earlier rounds, because that means they lose half their audience.
So they'll take that. So the Premier get the first two picks. BBC get the second two. All these games will be broadcast live on the television, which is great for the viewer.
Right,
St Mirren Partick, go.
So I'm going to ask you to write down. Write down. Are we doing the predictions for
Yeah.
who's getting through?
Yep.
I'm going to go St Mirren.
I'm going to go Thistle.
Sorry, Mark. I'm going to go St Mirren. What's
Falkirk Dundee United are the Spartans.
Falkirk?
I'm going to go Falkirk. Rangers Celtic.
I'm going to go Rangers. Home advantage, and I think that they are in a better place right now.
And what's the other one?
And Motherwell Aberdeen.
Motherwell
or
Aberdeen.
Dunfermline.
Dunfermline versus Motherwell or Aberdeen.
Motherwell.
We've
So I
written-
think
we've written
Motherwell.
The
I
exact
think
same thing down. Look at
I
us.
think
Look at
Motherwell
you two.
beat Aberdeen, and I think Motherwell then beat Dunfermline, and I think the semi-final will be Rangers, St Mirren, Falkirk, Motherwell.
Can I make a wee prediction? I think Motherwell might win the Scottish Cup.
Do you think they go all the way?
I think the fact that the old firm have been paired against one another this round.
What's a great chance
I
for
think,
somebody?
yeah,
It's a brilliant chance.
I'd fancy Motherwell's chances.
Hold on 2 seconds.
However, I know I don't see it either. Do you? Have you got that there?
Where are Hearts in it?
Right, so that's the Scottish Cup. We do have the small matter of the Edinburgh Derby tomorrow. Hearts licking their wounds after that defeat against St Mirren. Any complaints about the red card from the St Mirren game?
No, I don't have any complaints about the red card, but what I do have a complaint at the many fouls at St Mirren. What? There were so many
Absolutely pathetic.
That weren't given, or
no
What are you talking about?
that weren't punished.
Right.
St Mirren made a lot of fouls that were not punished.
it's amazing what happens when Cammy Devlin's on the field, isn't it?
So I think that. Listen, I have no complaints
Yeah.
about the result. I thought St
You were
Mirren.
hanging on a bit towards the
Oh,
end.
can you let me?
No, because I'm just saying the same thing.
You've no complaints, but you're complaining about the fouls.
No, I thought St Mirren were a bit.
So is it a complaint or
So is that a complaint?
I thought St Mirren were dealt with leniently.
So
is
you
that
do
a
have
complaint?
a complaint.
Yeah, but not about
yeah.
the performance.
Great, so
No,
there's no
I-
complaint.
yeah.
St Mirren deserved
you're-
it. Great, well deserved. Hearts weren't at the races. The sending off, I don't think even changed anything because I
Nah.
thought St Mirren were the better side.
It wasn't a match.
Even before the sending off, St Mirren deserved that. So fair play to them.
Stevie Robinson will really be hoping that kicks on for them now.
I did Stephen Robinson's press ahead of
Oh!
the game that they just played against Airdrie. And it was only me and one other boy who were doing press for broadcast. And Miguel Freckleton comes in.
Love that name.
Great name. Great player. Had a brilliant season.
Yep.
And chatted away, was fine, asked them about all the speculation in January. He was really like candid on it. And he left, and their press officer came back in and went, when's the next episode of your podcast? I went, Monday. Why? He went, because Miguel really likes the clips. He can't wait to see Ewan's face after they got bumped off St Mirren.
Do you have a message for?
Go and just wave to Miguel.
Do you have a message
Freckleton.
for Miguel Freckleton of St Mirren?
The boy that scored the winning goal against Hearts.
Yeah, the header.
Bullet, bullet header.
Bullet header.
And
Miguel, thanks
so
for watching.
Hearts host Hibs tomorrow. When we obviously have our news job as well, and Callum has to do a lot of the planning and organising of who goes where. I was so surprised to find out there was an Edinburgh Derby on a Tuesday night.
I don't mind it.
Do you not?
I don't. Under the floodlights at Tynecastle, it's going to be a special occasion. And my biggest fear, having Hibs beat us a few months ago, that they get a result against us tomorrow and then they take the glory for stopping us winning the league. I don't want that. I really don't want them saying that they stopped us winning the league. We have to win. Do you know what? This, for me, tomorrow is more important than the Rangers game. I think we have to win this game. If we don't beat Hibs tomorrow, we can forget the title. We can forget the Premiership title. I think it's done. It's over. If Hibs beat us tomorrow, we are done.
Is it fair to say that this match has Hearts are the most they've ever been under pressure for this one? Because I don't think every other game that they played, and there was that wee spell where they drew a couple just before Christmas. But at that point, Celtic Rangers were still a wee bit behind.
Correct.
Is this the most pressure Derek McInnes has been under for a win all season?
It's the most pressure I've felt. I went missing after the St Mirren game for a couple of days.
Our group chat went. There was no. I thought you'd remove me for the group chat. There was no messages.
I went up to his radio studio and laughed in his face and then left again, didn't I?
He just opened the door, put his head round the corner and just laughed at me, then walked to the studio.
Oh, my
listen,
days.
I do think this is the game. I know we've said that a few times this season about particular games, but this is huge, especially ahead of the game at Ibrox. Now, if we get a draw against Hibs, we then have to beat Rangers, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So we have to get a minimum of 4 points out of these two games.
But you say that, Ewan, and I know why you say it. But there is so many games to go, and you play Celtic Rangers again.
I know that, but I do think that they, as in Celtic and Rangers, have done some good business in the transfer window, particularly Rangers, and that's why I've made them favourites to win the league.
And Hibs on a wee bit of a high after pumping his team.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, that must have been cruel.
And
It was a difficult night.
they'll also be carrying confidence from beating us 3-2 and playing so well. They've not got Bowie, but it's going to be a tough game.
And Jane Scarlett looks like a player.
He does.
He does.
Scarlett
Oh, he
looked
did, didn't
very
he? He looked
good.
really good against Rangers when he came on,
So
didn't
the
he?
rest of the midweek fixture card. So that's Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we are doing our sport live from Motherwell.
Yes, you will be there.
I will be there presenting the sport because it's Motherwell versus Rangers at Fir Park. What a game!
See,
Can I tell you very quickly? The only reason I bring this up is see the previous fixture, Motherwell versus Rangers,
the 1-0 game?
opening game of the season.
A 1-1.
And it was Russell Martin at the helm. Think of what's happened since the first Motherwell Rangers game of the season.
That's unreal, isn't it?
Who wins that?
Well, what I'd be hoping is a Rangers fan.
Hey,
Jesus, there it is, the mask slip,
Here
folks.
it is, folks.
Take that
Clip
jacket
it
off.
Send it.
Does this jacket come off or you just wear it 24/7? Fans want to know.
Hey, he's a wee teddy bear. A few angry bears in the car here. Oh no.
Don't you dare clip that up.
That's too late.
Okay. As a Hearts fan, if we beat Hibs, puts a lot of pressure on Rangers for the game against Motherwell away. But having said that, though, what a chance for Motherwell to close the gap on the big two in Scottish football. So that is a huge game, and I'm really looking forward to that game on the Wednesday night, especially if Hearts were to beat Hibs.
If
at Easter
Motherwell
Road.
win that game, do we genuinely have to start talking about them being in the mix? Maybe not for the title, but somewhere in the top three.
100%. If they beat Rangers on Wednesday night, and they've got Celtic coming up at Celtic Park in a few weeks' time as well, if they would take 4 points, for example, from those two games, you have to then look at them seriously to be splitting the big two.
Celtic at home to Livingston. Are we saying that's a Celtic win?
Oh, it's going to be a walkover.
So Celtic Celtic have not the night off, but Celtic can look at the other two and go
Correct.
right.
Yes.
Edinburgh Derby and Rangers away to the fourth best team in the league at the moment. Elsewhere, Kilmarnock, St Mirren. That's a tough one at the bottom. Dundee United, Aberdeen.
That won't be on.
That won't go ahead.
I was about to ask you, there was loads of pictures flying around at the weekend.
What did our weatherman Sean Batty say?
He said that there's more rain this midweek again. The East Coast has had it relentlessly for about a month and a half, and then it's freezing temperatures at the weekend coming up as well. I don't think you'll see a game in the northeast for the next 2 weeks. I think Dundee's game will be off at the weekend against Livy, and I think Dundee United Aberdeen will be off on Wednesday.
Well, Aberdeen Motherwell will be off on the Wednesday night as well.
Aberdeen Motherwell.
No,
And the
Motherwell.
Scottish Cup.
On the Scottish Cup.
In a week and a half, yeah. I would be surprised if it's on.
Not
think
great.
we're in
I don't
real
think it's,
trouble.
what was the thing? We've not had a bit of sunshine in Aberdeen since the 21st of January.
They've had 1 minute of sunshine since the start of January.
Shocking.
Senior Jack.
Jesus.
Are you all right?
What just happened there?
Yeah.
I was about to say
Shouldn't you have shagged who?
shouldn't have sacked Jimmy Tilleen instead of
Oh, you saying he stole the
said
sunshine?
he's shagged it. Slip of the tongue there, folks. Apologies for that.
Not as bad as my slip of the tongue on the radio last
Do you know what
week.
he said?
That was a bad one.
I was, yeah.
I mean,
Say it-
great,
give us that again.
great song.
Birdhouse in your soul.
They might be giants. Great little band. Birdhouse in your soul. And I came off the back of the record and went, Birdhouse in your hole.
Birdhouse in your hole.
Birdhouse in your hole.
Dundee away to Falkirk on the Wednesday night. And then this weekend, we've got Falkirk Dundee, Dundee Livingston, Hibs at home to St Mirren, Motherwell at home to Aberdeen. And then in terms of the title race on the Sunday, Kilmarnock host Celtic.
And Hearts are at home to Rangers.
And
Hearts
Hearts
are
are
away to
away to
Rangers.
Rangers.
You're
Sorry,
at
Hearts
home
are-
because you support Rangers.
Oh, shut up! Shut up!
You imagine Neil McCann will get a wee bottle for the Ibrox boardroom if he takes care of the business. Neil Sunday. He'll be applauded back to the Ibrox. Rangers Hearts is going to be box office.
Next Monday's podcast.
Oh, you could have got 0 points this time next Monday out of 2 games.
Are we doing an emergency podcast on Thursday?
No.
We know.
No.
I think we should depend on the result. I
I've
think
got places to be and things to
No,
do.
you don't.
No, you're right. I've got Naples.
no, you're working with me, so we could probably take the Thursday morning off. God, if you get space.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right.
He's only saying that as
Aye.
a Rangers fan,
Aye, I
but
know.
see if Rangers don't get a result at Motherwell, he'll be telling us there's no space
Aye.
to come in here.
If St Mirren, if Hibs win, we'll get back to you. If Hearts win now, we'll just leave it.
Yeah, it's not worth an emergency podcast.
All righty. Team of the week, folks.
There are. Do you
Oh
want me to
no!
rattle through
Oh
it?
no! We do have to. Do you know
'Cause there's
why?
only a
Because we got a
couple.
complaint about us.
A
Can I
couple of
read
games
this
in
out to you?
the. Oh yeah, go ahead. There's a couple of games in the SPFL we need to
Ian
cover.
McCulloch. How about spending more time on the championship race than on Ronnie's Uber journeys? It takes more than calling Stenhousemuir Stenny to show you care. I suggest a road trip for you all to Methil.
Cheers,
no more.
mate.
I've been to Methil. I
So
don't want to go on a road
so
trip.
let's discuss the championship this week, shall we?
Because there's no
See what I did there?
games.
Because there's no games.
'Cause there's-
Sorry, Ian. We'll get back to you next week, pal. But let's go to the League One because you're right. There's a tasty title race at the top. It was a 3-0 win for Inverness over East Fife.
The Methil Milan.
Methil Milan.
Yep.
They are 3 points ahead of Stenhousemuir. Gary Naismith, Stenhousemuir, who were in Scottish Cup action. So they're back. Both played 23 games. And it's 3 points at the top. For Stenhousemuir to have a chance of winning this compared to the budget of Inverness shows how good Gary Naismith's doing, eh?
Queen of South is doing well. They're up there as well.
No bad.
5 points behind.
Played a game more in mind.
Yeah.
Andrew against Cove. So
Okay.
not that good a weekend.
No,
And then in
League Two.
Scottish League 2, the title race back on, it seems, because Uncle Mick's East Kilbride with, I think, the best name in Scottish football, Bobby McLucky.
That's a good one.
That's a really good name.
Yeah.
He scored a double. And it's now 3 points the gap again to the Spartans who are at the top. Again, they missed because they were supposed to be playing Scottish Cup action this weekend. And they're 3 points ahead with a game in hand are the Spartans. At the bottom, Edinburgh City. But it's Dumbarton who are in trouble because Edinburgh City they're 2 points behind. But in terms of trajectory, Dumbarton can't win a game for love nor money. They were beaten 2-0 by Forfar and Stranraer and Annan Athletic 0-0. We had the Stranraer manager on our show on Saturday.
Oh, I was gutted for them.
They were supposed to be playing Ibrox.
Of course they were.
Aye.
What he said, Ewan,
Yeah, I felt sorry for them.
they could have done the next 4 years.
4 years for their budget and
You're
put and an extra 50 grand each season to improve their team.
He should have got the paperwork right then.
Honest, the guy was heartbroken and fair play.
That
to
is
him.
a shame.
Right, so that is your rundown, a fairly lengthy rundown this week. Team of the week, Ewen Cameron.
Team of the week, I'm going to go with... Who am I going to go with?
If only you'd thought about it before we got you there.
Team of the week. There was nothing really...
There was no big shocks.
No, that's what I'm saying. There wasn't
Do you want to
really...
just scrap it this week?
Let's just scrap it
No.
this week. No, because...
You got to give it to Hearts. You never get beat this week.
Perfect. I agree.
Hearts, team of the week.
Well done, Hearts.
No, it's tough though when you've got... Do you know what else? Can I get you one?
Go on.
No, I don't know if you can give one because there's nothing really surprising this week. There's nothing really that stood out.
Can I give it to Dundee? Even though they get beat?
No.
No, I'm with you.
Aye.
I'm going to give it to Dundee.
I'd say so. I'd say there's an argument for Elgin City to be up there, holding out a championship team, second team.
I'm going to go with Dundee with you. You and I are on the same page.
Dundee, you're
Dundee,
gone.
team of the week.
Well, listen.
You can go
See if you
Elgin.
can get your pitch working. You might have won a game and might have
Dundee's
in the running.
pitch also isn't working.
Yeah, no, but they
pulled off.
did well. Leave them alone.
Dundee.
You can't give the team of the week to a team that lost.
Yeah,
Well,
you can. You can.
Well, you can give it to Rangers, I suppose. For
Oh, a little petty team of the week. Oh, you guys were so close, but then you got beaten in the last minute. No.
Well, they didn't get beaten in the last minute. They got beaten extra time. Yeah,
Right.
flood. Right. So that's your team of the week.
What's
Are we
the
doing
quiz?
the quiz?
Are we doing
oh
the
no,
quiz?
we'll do We Ask Us Anything. Right, so this is taken off. We asked us to send in the questions. It's kind of gone quite big. We've got a lot of questions in. He get pillared for saying that the Rangers players don't get booed when they played with Scotland.
I saw that. Right.
I had to turn these notifications off. I've got them here. So I'm going to take one at the top and I'm going to read it out to you. And this is the question we have got for.
It is written in your script. You're not reading it.
Sorry.
If you have any questions that you want to
I'll
ask
read out
us,
the script.
please.
You might have seen on our social media channels that we've been putting out Ask Us Anything videos. You guys ask us a question, football related or otherwise, and we will do our best to answer. We're usually too busy, but we'll make an exception this week because Hearts weren't playing. So before we get to it, remember you can leave a question in the comments section of any of our social media channels. Callum will find them or ignore them if they are pish. And this one
Well
comes
written, eh?
from Leanne
Go
on
on, Leanne.
Spotify. Hi, Leanne. What non-criminal act should people be jailed for?
Giving team of the week to a losing team.
What non-criminal act should people be jailed for?
Not picking up your dog shit.
Oh, is that not a criminal act though? You can get fined for that.
Yeah, it is a criminal act.
What does she mean by criminal act? Like thrown in
Non-criminal
jail?
act, like cycling. That might be mine.
Cyclists.
Cyclists.
Do you want me-
Non-criminal act should people be jailed
Do you
for?
want me to go with one so you can have a bit more time to think about it?
Go on.
And mine isn't aimed at anyone, Cara, but when you spit your toothpaste out and don't flush it away with the water, just leave it to like dry on the
So
sink.
she does that and pisses in the shower.
I don't know why I'm with her. Nah, I'm kidding. I love you. Love you. You're the best. Love you, love you.
So the congealed, spitty, outy, toothpastey thing in the sink.
Do you want to hear a worse version of that? When she was in high school, her sister tells me she used to do it, and because she was always late, which still happens now, however many years later, she used to spit it on the path outside of her front door, and they just find it in the morning.
So he's going with that.
I mean, I like the cyclist one.
That's going to get us into so much trouble in it.
I don't give a shit, they're arseholes.
That was at Ewen Cameron on Twitter.
What
Okay.
non-criminal act should people be jailed for?
It's always been a bugbear of mine, eating on a train.
Oh, yeah.
I've said it before, and I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I hate everything about eating on a train.
I'm going to flip this. Do you know what criminal act should be allowed?
Go on.
I like drinking on a train.
Okay.
Having a pint or a say that. Having a
can?
a can of Cosmopolitan.
I did wonder.
Do you know? Think anyway. So
Can I ask one?
yes, you need to read out who it's from. So thank you to Leanne for that one.
Oh, piss off, Mason. Does Ewan's Hearts jersey ever see a washing machine? From Louise on Instagram.
No,
what's-
wait a minute.
Answer the
Because you
question.
wear it every week, right? But we know this. You don't. Like, you put it in. You take it out the bag every week because you don't wear it into this place every week.
No, I just wear it when I'm on the podcast.
Aye. So what do you do with it when it's no? When you
I've never watched it.
you've never watched that.
All this season, I've never watched it.
We're on episode what 14?
This is now 15.
Episode 15.
I've never
you haven't
watched it.
that.
I'm scared to take it off.
Is it like a guy that cuts his hair? You'll only wash it when Hearts win the league.
Yes.
Remember the Manchester United boy?
Yeah.
Who's only one game away
One game
now.
away.
Yeah.
Away to West Ham tomorrow.
Louise on Instagram, what's the best goal you've ever seen live? James McFadden,
At
France, in Paris.
Kenny McLean, Hampden, Denmark.
Kenny McLean. Where did he score it from?
Kenny McLean from the halfway line.
I will have to go Scott McTominay, Denmark. The overhead kick. Hang it in the Louvre.
Very good.
Why do Rangers get so many penalties from D123 on TikTok?
This one's from Calvin.
Why do Rangers get so many penalties?
Do they though? In relation, who's had the most penalties this season? I'm going to look that up.
Can I give you a logical answer to that question?
Is there?
I think so.
Well, go on then.
Compared to most teams in Scotland, Celtic and Rangers have significantly more touches of the ball in the box.
Well said.
So
and that
then-
is true.
So that's how it happens.
They have the most possession
And they have the most touches in the box.
and most touches in the box, so they are likely to get more penalties than others.
I imagine Livy or Kilmarnock will get the fewest penalties this season because they don't have possession in the box.
Correct.
The most penalties received so far this season: Hibernian with 7,
Okay.
Rangers, Motherwell with 6.
There you go.
Where's Celtic on that list?
Celtic are 6th with 4 penalties.
So they're 2 behind Rangers.
And the only team to concede 1 penalty is Kilmarnock and Falkirk.
Okay.
So there you go. See, not all.
Do Livy have any? Do Livy have any?
Livy have received 5 penalties.
Goodness gracious. Fair play. That sounds
I
stupid.
think they'll probably have none now because people are a lot less scared of Marvin Bartley than they are Davy Martindale.
How posh was Posh Dick there? Oh, goodness
Thank
gracious
heavens,
me!
And maybe it's because all referees are Rangers fans. Who knows? Just a wee joke there, Rangers fans. It's just a wee joke.
Do you want another one? Or are you done?
Let's do one more before we wrap up.
I don't think we'll get very far with this one.
Go on.
Which club's fans are the most precious? From Calvin on Instagram.
Thank you, Calvin, for the question. Most precious. Can I ask what we mean by that?
Entitled?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's Calvin's question.
Who
You
are the
interpret
most
it how you
who,
like.
who are the most entitled, precious football fans in Scottish football? That's
So is that the people that get upset about things the most, really? Are like most defensive about their clubs and stuff like that?
Yeah. Precious.
Most precious.
For me, because the way they've carried on this season, I'm going to say Celtic.
Why? What do you mean carried on this season?
The whole, everything with the boards, everything with the money that's not been spent, the signings, just everything. I mean, just everything. When you look at what they have done and what they've won over the last number of years, I get it because they just want to see improvement. And I thought that Ali McCoy's made a really, really good point during the week. And he says that he thinks that Rangers have dragged Celtic down, that Celtic felt the need not to spend the money because they would always just be ahead of them. So Rangers have dragged them down. And I think that the Celtic fans have a right to feel as though their club is slipping away from them. But it also comes across as quite entitled.
Callum Bell?
Very diplomatic from you.
No, but I think that's true. I think it's true. I get why they're upset, but it also comes across as pretty entitled.
I mean, it's clearly Old Firm fans, right? But just for the sake of an argument, I'll say Aberdeen this season because they have.
Why? Well, no, if it's all fun fans, so why is it Rangers
it's
fans?
so evidently Rangers and Celtic fans.
Why?
Because how can either of those teams ever pretend like there's a conspiracy against them, which happens routinely? How could you possibly? You win everything. I'm a bitter, jealous Dundee United fan because I wish I had the success of Celtic and Rangers. I'd do anything to win 2 cups in 5 years. Genuinely, how can you make out like things are against you when they're clearly not? I remember once I worked on Super Scoreboard many years ago, and a caller phoned in to Gordon Duncan, wonderful host of the show.
Hi, Gordon.
And said, Celtic, referees are against Celtic. And Gordon went, you just won a quadruple treble. He went, aye, but we won it without the referees. What do you mean?
In spite
What
of the
do you
referees,
mean?
yeah.
What do you mean?
But there's a lot of that out there. We are not just playing the 11 players, we're also playing against the SFA, so they see that as a win.
God, can you imagine if they weren't playing against the SFA? They'd win every game.
I mean, it's always been there. It's nothing new, is it, if truth be told?
Ronnie.
I know. I don't know.
Oh, don't sit on the fence on this one.
No, I'm not going to. I can get why you think it's Old Firm fans. I can.
Because I'm right.
Well, I don't know if you're right. I don't think you're right. I think they just like to. I think it's because they have a bigger rivalry. They just hate each other, and that's what eggs them on. I don't think they're genuinely precious about their own team. I think they just hate to see the other team win, or the other team get success.
Isn't
The
that
amount
precious
of
in
Rangers
itself?
fans who were tweeting us and tweeting me and tweeting STV Sport with like zooming into their TV screens, pausing the game and taking photos of the time that Celtic scored their goal the other night. And the amount of Celtic fans who tweet, because Rangers now love it. I love the Rangers media team for leaning into the penalty to Rangers gif.
Yeah.
The amount of Celtic fans who comment on that. But I want to give it to somebody else because it's just a lazy, boring argument. So
Is that not quite precious in itself to get so upset by things that happen to another team?
Yeah, it probably is.
It is. It actually is.
But it is. It's just the sheer hatred
But
they have for
again,
one another.
I enjoy it as well, though. The rivalry, I do enjoy.
Listen, let's be honest. We would be in a job. We would not be in a job right now if that rivalry
And
didn't exist.
Totally.
Hearts and Hibs have a very similar rivalry. It's just not on the same scale as
It's
Celtic
just
and
not,
Rangers.
it's not as big.
And also, all football fans are precious. I'm precious as you guys know that yourselves.
And that's why Craig Levine, when he says that the Scottish football will be better with the Old Firm in it, is, I think, talking out his arse.
No, he says out. He says the Old Firm being out of it.
Yes, I sorry. He says that the Old Firm, if the Old Firm go to England, that's the best thing that happened
For
would happen to
Scottish football.
I think that would be the end of Scottish football.
Oh, it wouldn't be the end.
It wouldn't be the end.
As a product,
Yeah, it'd be a
yes.
completely different
Oh
product.
God, yeah. And the money you'd get from Sky now, you're not getting that as a Dundee United fan and a Hearts fan.
The money we get from Sky now is no worth the
You
money.
might have a chance of winning the league right enough.
Aye.
Right,
Go
folks,
on.
we're going to wrap up there, I think, eh? That's been good. Oh, we've got the quiz.
Quiz. Are we doing the quiz?
Aye.
If you want to. It's a Scottish Cup special.
and-
What are you doing?
I'm leaning over.
You're
to
like a
get my pen.
sloth.
So what we'll do is, folks, we'll comment to us if you want an emergency podcast on Thursday. We'll try and rearrange that.
Send your Ask Us Anything questions.
And
as
send
well.
us your questions and your comments and your jokes. I'll
Okay.
try and get a better joke next week.
Go.
I'm not going to do the intros, can't be bothered. I think you're winning 11-3 or 12-3. Call it
Ewan's been
12-3. This week is a Scottish Cup special. You guys answer 5 questions the most. Blah,
Go.
blah, blah, Name any player to score from outside the box in the Scottish Cup this weekend.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't care who goes first, just one of you.
Brad Spencer.
Spencer.
Correct. You could have had Ethan Hamilton, which was a better goal in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Go.
Who scored more goals in the Scottish Cup across their career? Henrik Larsson or Chris Boyd?
That's a great question.
In the Scottish Cup.
Who scored more goals in the Scottish Cup across their career? Henrik Larsson or Chris Boyd?
Okay.
There is no doubt the better player there. But I
Yeah,
think
it's
because
Chris
of
Boyd.
Henrik's injury, I've gone Chris Boyd.
So have I. I've gone Boyd.
Interesting. You're both wrong.
Oh.
Henrik
Really?
Larsson scored 23 Scottish Cup goals in 25 games.
He didn't.
He did.
What's
and
Boyd's on?
Boyd's on 18.
What a record that is for
Mad,
Larsson.
eh?
Has Boyd
Unbelievable.
scored more than Chris Sutton?
Don't know.
I really hope not. Anyway. Right, go on.
Go.
Who sponsored the Scottish Cup from 1989 to 2007?
Oh,
It's a good one, that one.
aye. Do you know, of all categories, right, sponsorships of teams or cups is my worst. I get locations of teams aren't great either.
I've got an answer, but I think it's wrong.
Who
'cause I
sponsored
can't
the
think who
Scottish
it
Cup
is.
from 1989 to 2007?
You got an answer?
Tenants.
Oh, I think you've got it. You have
What
got
have
it.
you put?
I put William Hill.
Yeah, it's that one. It's
Is it tenants?
Yeah.
Come on.
So you are on 2, Ronnie. You're on 1. We're on
Yeah.
question 4. So it's 2-1, Ronnie. This one's hard to research, right? So just bear with me if it's wrong. It's never a good start to any question. In what decade was the first ever Scottish Cup final decided by penalties?
Oh,
That's a great question.
Thank you.
but it's just one of the ones you have to get. You don't know. No one knows that answer. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So it's a guessing game for everybody at home as well.
Correct. It's a great pub question.
Okay.
In what decade? So don't need the year. Just in what decade was the first ever Scottish Cup final
'Kay.
that was won on penalties?
Okay.
60s.
60s.
Oh!
Interesting. It was 1990. Aberdeen v Celtic, and Aberdeen won 9-8 on pens.
Of course they did.
Good day. Good. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I like that.
I don't think anyone would have gone as early as the 90s, as late as the 90s.
no
If you
chance.
have, comment and let us know because that's brilliant. Fair play. We'll
Good
get yous on.
knowledge.
Okay, so the score's 2-1, Ronnie. Final question. We've got a tiebreaker just if Ewan gets this right and Ronnie doesn't, but he won't. Name any current Scottish club, so current Scottish club in the SPFL
Yeah.
who have won the Scottish Cup only once. Guys, these are good questions this week.
There's only one club in the SPFL that's won the
No. Name any
any club.
who have won the Scottish Cup once who are currently in the SPFL.
Just once.
Just once. Would you like a clue or not?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't want a clue.
Fine.
Because I'm 2-1 down. That's a great question.
Thanks. I think all
Only
5 are
won
good
the
this week.
Scottish Cup once.
So I think there's something like 5 or 6 SPFL sides who have won the Scottish Cup just once in their history. Just name one of them. There's 6. Have you both got an answer? Why are you smiling?
I've got an answer.
Go on, you go first.
Oh, yeah, I know what you spit.
Go on.
I went with Inverness.
I've gone Rangers. Oh, I'm so getting done on it. So I'm so getting done for that.
Look at your face.
Oh, I'm so getting done. Oh, can I give you my genuine answer? My genuine answer is Falkirk. My genuine answer is.
By the way, it was too good an opportunity.
I know, I
not to.
couldn't know.
It was written all over
My
your face. as
genuine
well.
answer is Falkirk FC.
Please clip that up.
Oh God, don't clip that up. Jesus,
better
we're in
clip
trouble.
that
up.
Oh,
Oh,
brilliant.
if you thought the Rangers fans hated me.
Oh no.
Okay.
See when you said, "Oh, I know what he's done," I was thinking, "Oh, he's done the same as me." He turns round Rangers.
You can see the smile on your face. I knew you
Oh,
were up to-
come on. Even Rangers fans say that's an opportunity I couldn't go take. Come on.
Brilliant.
Falkirk, genuinely Falkirk.
Okay, are you all right?
I'm Inverness.
Yeah. So the correct answers are Dumbarton, Dundee.
Oh, so 1910, never again. I thought they might have won it before that.
No, Dundee, Dumbarton, East Fife, Morton, Partick Thistle, and Inverness, Cally Thistle.
You're joking.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
So
Tie break!
We're going
Has
to a
Falkirk never
tiebreaker,
won the
folks.
Scottish Cup?
If they might have won
They
it
won
more
it
than
twice,
once. I
aye.
don't know how many times they've won it.
Right, go.
We go to a tiebreak. When's the last time we had a tiebreaker?
I don't care.
The
Just
last
do it.
time you guys
Okay.
got the same answer.
Better not be when Rangers were founded because I can't have 2 in a row.
This is chaos.
Oh, it's all gone wrong, Ewan.
so good.
It's all gone wrong.
Ronnie's
Right,
been
go.
cancelled.
Go. Go, 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 go.
How many teams have taken part in this season's men's Scottish Cup?
How many what?
How many?
From first round preliminarily as well.
Since the Scottish Cup started this season, how many teams have taken part in the men's tournament?
Oh, wow.
Logically. Surely.
I've got that's a number. I've just plucked a number out there.
Show me.
128.
78.
132. Congratulations, Ronnie.
It's round of, you have the round of 64, the round of 32. There must be a round of.
All right.
Aye. All right. That is us done this week
career-wise.
on the STV Radio Football Show. Callum and Yuan will be back next week. I don't know where I'll be.
That's so good.
Have STV ever been banned from Rangers in your time?
No.
Well, we are now.
Never.
Oh, it's a bit of fun.
Never.
If you don't clip that up, I'm clipping it up.
Never. And also, Rangers fans, I will be live at Fir Park on
so
Wednesday.
you will.
Come say hello.
Ronnie Charters, you're a wanker, you're a wanker. Ronnie Charters, you're a wanker.
I've had that. I've had that. I've had that a
Well,
lot.
please, if you're going to the game against Motherwell, please.
We'll put this in the clip. Please sing that song.
Yeah.
Ready? 3,
I think
2, 1. Ronnie Charters, you're a wanker, you're a wanker.
That's all for the STV Radio Football Show.
You're a wanker, you're a wanker.
The lovely Callum Bell and Ewen Cameron joining me, Ronnie Charters, who is a wanker, on the STV Radio Football Show. Potentially on Thursday we'll speak to you again. We'll see what's happening.
We'll see.
Callum's face, it doesn't look like he's up for it. But
Can't
if
be bothered,
Hearts
no.
get beat, then we might have a very good chance of it happening. So again, comment all your comments, all your likes, all your shares. We very much appreciate. Follow us whenever you can, and we will be back definitely this time next week on the STV Radio Football Show. From Ewan, from Callum, and myself, have a very good rest of your week, and bye for now.
The STV Radio Football Show, brought to you by CR Smith.
The STV Radio Football Show is brought to you by CR Smith. CR Smith are famed for those iconic Rangers and Celtic sponsorships in the 80s and 90s. And CR Smith are currently offering 0% interest-free credit for up to 5 years. CR Smith are Scotland's top-rated windows and doors company on Trustpilot. Remember, CR Smith are totally professional in their field. Thank you to CR Smith, and thank you for listening. We'll catch you next time on the STV Radio Football Show.